Alright, what's up everybody? Today we are going to be touring the brand new East Side Access project right here at Grand Central Station. Now this cost over $12 billion to complete and was finally finished in February of 2023. And as you can see, it's brand new, it's clean, it looks really, really great. Very, very seldom will you ever see train tracks or subway tracks looking this clean in New York City. So hopefully it stays like this for quite some time. So we're going to be walking through the train station. This is where the Long Island Railroad drops you off. And we're going to be headed up to the street level where you can get the Metro North train as well. So for many years, if you were a Long Islander, you had to take the Long Island Railroad to Penn Station. I'll quickly show you what some of the train cars look like here on the LIRR. So if you worked on the east side of Manhattan, it'd be really, really difficult and cumbersome to get to work. But now, that is no longer. You can take the Long Island Railroad directly from Long Island. Come right to the east side of Manhattan at Grand Central Terminal, then walk to Park Avenue, get to wherever you need to go. This is the 46th Street entrance. We're going to be going underground and then headed back up to street level. Madison Avenue concourse. And you'll always have the digital signage that'll point you exactly where you need to go. So you have all the different lines on the left. You have Ronkonkoma, Babylon, Hempstead, Huntington, Port Washington, Long Beach. And these are the lower level tracks. This is currently 304 and 303. And so far the MTA has done a really good job with keeping the stations clean. It's been a very big problem, really citywide, particularly a lot of the main transit hubs and subway stations. But not here. So we're going to take these escalators all the way up, and that is going to take us to the subway and the Metro North entrance. You can see tracks 201 and 202. This is probably the steepest escalator in the entire city.
Train to Babylon will be next on track 201. Please remain behind the yellow safety lines on track 201. Stopping at Woodside, Jamaica, Lynbrook, Rockville Center, Baldwin, Freeport, Merrick, Belmore, Wandsworth, Seaford, Massapequa, Park, Amityville, Copiague, Vilniers, and Babylon will be next on track 201. Please allow the train to come to a complete stop. Please allow customers to exit the train before boarding, and please be careful of the gap between between the platform and the train. 217 train to Babylon will be next on track 201. Please remain behind the yellow safety lines on all station platforms.
So once we get off the escalator here, we're gonna make a left and walk all the way down the corridor, and that's gonna bring us to the next set of stairs and escalators that will take us to the main terminal, which will probably look a lot more familiar to you. So they're gonna try to make this nice with all retail, restaurants, coffee shops, and shops down here. I'm just not too sure how that's gonna work out. As you can see, it's a Saturday, it's Easter weekend, and there's not too much foot traffic and through traffic here. Really the only time you need to come down to this section of Grand Central Madison is if you're taking the Long Island Railroad. So I don't know if it'll be able to have enough foot traffic to support all of this retail here. I mean, the station looks nice, but it's just so big. The walkway, it's almost too much of a walkway to get to where we need to be.
All aboard track 304.
We're about halfway to the street level. You have the next set of escalators here to take you back down to the tracks. A mini coffee station. So we have about a quarter of the way to get back to the street level. But just to give you some perspective here, we've been recording for about 8 minutes and we're not even yet up to the street level. So it's probably going to take you on average maybe 10 minutes to get from your track just up to the street. That's how far underground they had to build this thing.
Customers to exit the train before boarding, and please be careful of the gap between the platform and the train. 217 train to Babylon, next on track 201, stopping at Woodside, Jamaica, Lynbrook, Rockville Center, Walton, Freeport, Merrick, Belmore, Lockwood, Seaford, Massapequa Park, Edinburgh, Tilbury, and then to Babylon. Track 201.
Okay, we made it. So through these doors is going to take you to the main dining concourse, which will be on the lower level of Grand Central Station. And then we're going to take yet another set of escalators. And then we should finally be up to where we need to be. So down here you'll see a Luke's Lobster. You'll have a Shake Shack. a Joe coffee place. It's actually quite nice down here. I think they did a really good job with the lower level of Grand Central Station. So if you're waiting for a train, there's a lot of options for you to have down here for dining, maybe getting a quick, bite to eat or a drink before you get on your train. All of these tracks down here are for the Metro North. So this will take you to upstate New York. So not to be confused with the Long Island Railroad where we just were. We'll do one lap around the lower level, and then we'll head up to the main concourse. We have public restrooms on the west side, on the lower level. And we'll make this right on the ramp. And this is the very famous Whisper Wall. So if you stand on one side, you have somebody else stand on the other, and you talk into the wall, your sound will travel all the way across and to the other side. It's right here. And this is your Shake Shack. Notice how much more pedestrian traffic this lower level gets than Grand Central Madison. I'm not too sure how any of the restaurants or new retail shops are going to perform on the lower level, because it's so difficult to get there. If you're a tourist, you wouldn't even know how to get there. You got to go all the way down the escalator. It kind of reminds me of the new Fulton Street Center, which is actually closing down, just because they've been suffering from a lot of theft. You can actually see people using the Whisper Wall now. So if you stand there and you talk into it, your sound will travel all the way around the wall to the other side. Okay, let's head up to the main concourse. You can see these beautiful chandeliers here at Grand Central Station. Here we are at the main concourse. So it took us about 14 minutes. We were walking a little bit slow. So on average, it'll probably take you 10 minutes from the brand new Grand Central Madison to street level. the upper level you have the Apple Store, but on the other side you have one of my favorite bars in all of New York City. It's called the Campbell Bar or the Campbell Apartments. There's no filming inside, so if you just go on Google Images and type in Campbell Bar Grand Central Station, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's unbelievable. The environment in there, the architecture. It's an awesome place. Now these used to be individual ticket booths where you can go up to the window and purchase a ticket for the Metro North. Obviously everything is digital now, so you have an application on your phone where you can buy tickets, or you can just get the tickets out of the vending machine. So a lot of these are just totally closed down. If you go up the escalators, it'll take you to the MetLife building on 45th Street. And you can walk directly up Park Avenue, which is really where the main financial center is in Manhattan. There's a lot of investment banks, hedge funds, from 42nd Street on Park Avenue all the way up to about 59th Street. That block on Park, Cantor Fitzgerald is there. Lots of financial activity. As we make this right, you'll be able to get on the subway. You can get the 6 train, which is going to take you to the Upper East Side of Manhattan or downtown and Brooklyn. But you could also take the shuttle from Grand Central to Times Square and the 7 train, which will either take you to 34th Street, Hudson Yards, or all the way out to Queens. The last stop is Flushing Main Street. Since we're here, I'll take you down to the 4, 5, 6, 7, and shuttle terminal, just so you can see. Perhaps we'll see some of the National Guard officers that the Governor Kathy Hochul has deployed. Main turnstiles, and here's where you'll be able to keep track on when your train is going to come. So you see the 6 train goes to the Brooklyn Bridge, 2 minutes. The 6 going to Pelham Bay Park, that's in the Bronx, and then the 5 is Eastchester Dyer Avenue. It's also way up there. And these blue little boxes right there are the OmniPay. So no longer do you have to use a Metro card. You can just swipe or really just tap to pay with your phone. Or an Apple Watch, Samsung Pay. I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So there it is, the Omni. This is how I swipe into the subway. A lot easier. Head back up. And then we'll go out to the street level. We'll go ahead and exit by 1 Vanderbilt, which is the brand new Class A office tower. that was constructed, which is almost 100% occupied. They also have the American Express Centurion Lounge at the top, as well as the new Summit at One Vanderbilt observation deck. See everybody coming off the Metro North. I'll take you all for a quick look at what the actual tracks look like. So if you live in upstate New York and you do the commute every day on the Metro North, this is what it looks like. These are the tracks. You walk down these long corridors here and you get on the Metro North. Definitely looks a lot older than the East Side Access Project, Grand Central Madison. You can see a Metro North rail car right over there. And then as you look forward, that is the main Grand Central Station terminal.
Your attention, please. All luggage and parcels must be attended at all times. Any items left unattended will be removed by and subjected
It's much, much nicer to commute into Grand Central Station than it is to commute into Penn Station. I'll say that. Okay, we're gonna go right up this ramp, and it's gonna take us to the main One Vanderbilt. Alright, so we are officially street level. And this is the main entrance to One Vanderbilt. all the landscapers are out for spring, planting all the flowers. And this is the street level entrance to the Campbell Bar. If you're visiting New York and you're looking for a very unique place to go, come right here. The Campbell Bar at Grand Central Station. It's 15 Vanderbilt Avenue. You're gonna walk under this sort of underpass here and walk right through those doors up and to the right, and that'll bring you to the Campbell apartment. And as you look up this building that's just being constructed, this is the brand new 270 Park. This is going to be the office tower of JP Morgan Chase. CEO of JP Morgan Chase is Jamie Dimon. And not too far off, Citadel Security's Ken Griffin is going to be building their own mega office tower too. East 42nd Street and Vanderbilt Avenue. If you make this right, this will take you all the way to New York City's Bryant Park, near the Bank of America Tower and Salesforce Tower. Back at the main facade of Grand Central. And the iconic spire of the Chrysler Building. Now going to walk directly under Pershing Square, which is the connector bridge from Grand Central to Park Avenue, headed down towards the Empire State Building. Walking towards Lexington Avenue, down 42nd Street. Right on the corner is the main base of the Chrysler Building. Walking towards the East River. If you continue all the way down, that'll run you into the United Nations. Now walking the easternmost side of Grand Central. The back entrance is just off to the left. You could also enter to the Grand Hyatt, which I believe is set to be a teardown. There's going to be a new building in its place. See all the taxi cabs lined up. So we're going to go back into Grand Central from the westmost side of the terminal. Sorry. If you go down those stairs, it'll take you back to the dining concourse, as well as Grand Central Madison, where we started the video. But all along this corridor, they have retail, They have coffee shops. You have a Joe Coffee here. Right, and back into the main concourse. If you guys enjoyed that full walking tour of Grand Central Madison and Grand Central Station, leave a like on the video and subscribe for more New York City walking tours. See you all in the next one. Take care.